go back to sleep.
Oh, cry about it. Hey, what is going on here, guys? Jamestercool here, and I remember, we somehow skipped engineer and went straight to gunner.
Yes.
Gotta collect my useless perk points so I keep my trackers going. Okay, we should be good. Let's give her a shot and hope to God we don't fuck her up. What do we have for stuff, son? No, nothing good. See ya. Ooh, I just got out of the shower. Felt really good. Made sure to, like, shave my ugly ass mug and some other areas. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. See, at least, I might be fat, but at least I'm good looking as well. You know. You know. Ah!
Let's get the job done.
On another note, I'm starting to finally feel like myself again after being sick for so fucking long. Like, I'm waking up with, like, not wanting to sleep all day, so that's a really good start.
Expect heavy infestation and try not to mess it up like your former colleagues.
Go fetch.
This guy's a dick. He talked over me that whole time. I was talking, sir. What the fuck, man? I just used all my flares like a dumbass. This is so depressing. But now that that's done, I'm just waiting. I gotta keep those good vibes going to at least the 20th. Because when the 20th comes, I'm gonna get some groceries. I'm gonna try and like start dieting to lose weight. I'm getting like set up for when I finally start streaming again, somewhere around February or March. It just depends on how long it takes me to beat the new Persona game. Because that's what I have made my break for. Like, that's the date I gave me, just because it like lines up with what I'm wanting to do. But ooh, it was also really good just not, get away from an abusive ex-wife and, be happier, just overall happier in life. It's really nice.
Access provided.
Like, do I feel like a little bit of a letdown just because I haven't had any income for a bit? Yes. Do I still try my best to make it up? Yes. And I have my parent to thank for, giving me the time and chance to see about getting back onto disability like I was when I was a kid.
Bosco, mine it.
I don't know what's gonna happen. See, like, that's the goal, but, like, I don't know what's gonna happen if I get on that. That's the thing. And then if not, I'll try and, like, it'll be painful, but I'll try my best to try and go into part-time, or at least something on my own hours, just for, like, slight income. I'm not a very needy person. I've always lived as a poor individual, so I don't need much in life, but I definitely wouldn't be able to live on my own, though. I'm bumming myself out. I need to get off this. Anyway,
Double-jointed freaks, die.
can I have, like, something stupid? Idiot.
Praetorian down.
Idiot. The fuck is this, bro? Why is there just a massive hole? I fell down in the hole! Depression. Well, I just did a classic blunder. Oh, I know why I was pressing... I think I'm pressing F because that might be the interact and the COD Easter eggs and stuff. Speaking of which, we've finished all but 3 now for Cold War, which is really sick, as we're going to finish some more here in a bit.
Septic spreader down.
Damn, that still shreds like I remember it too. a lot of fun just going off with some friends and doing some of the Easter eggs in Cold War. Don't get me wrong, like, sure, it's not on Black Ops 3 or, you know, even just normal Black Ops that everyone was, like, shitting their pants over. But no, I'm gonna be honest, I've seen some of the Easter egg steps on those maps, and those are just... those are stupid. I'm sorry. Look in this one direction and shoot in the stupidest place imaginable, and it's just like... God. Yeah, it only took people like 4 hours to find certain Easter eggs on these maps, but that's not a bad thing either, though.
You eyeballing me? Go! Get to work!
That's a bad thing, then I don't want to live in a world where the right thing is that. You shot me. You did it. God, that's my only issue with the smart rifle is that boy it runs out of ammo quick. Be gone, demon. I'll send him to Albuquerque. But to return to the conversation about the shower, I had a and the reason I'm bringing that up is because I had a shower thought, and I was wondering if anyone else ever had like a similar thing with like a friend. So I met this guy online. Right? He's a cool kid. Because I say this because I was still a kid at the time. Like, this is like right before Mineplex and Hypixel started having around the same player bases. Which people who don't know, in Minecraft, Mineplex used to be the biggest server, but it went down due to reasons. I don't remember what the exact reasons are. There's multitudes of reasons I hear people say, well, the moderation was bad, or blah, blah, blah. I don't, you know, that's the only issue I ever had, was that the moderation team was atrocious. But I personally have the same issue with Hypixel's moderation team. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Hypixel's moderation team is literally just...
Took the sting out of the stingtail!
Granted, I got banned from Hypixel, like... God, I don't know, maybe like 6 years-ish ago? And the whole reason I got banned was not because I did anything. My account actually got compromised. They got me banned from a shit ton of servers, dude. It made me so sad. I got banned from nearly every server under the sun, bro. Whenever my friends who still played Minecraft would ask, yo, man, you wanna go play this server? I'd be like, yeah, sure, if I'm not banned, because that's literally what would happen. There were so many servers that my account was just banned on, I couldn't possibly use it. I eventually got... Bitch. I eventually got in contact with Microsoft support, or whoever at the time had it. And I was so happy to get my account back, because they literally said, like, we're gonna let you back in, but, like, just don't let it again, because there's a pretty high chance you won't be able to get back into your account. Which, I'm glad. I've had that account since I was a kid. I've had it before my uncle died, bro. So I've had the account for a very long time. But I went to appeal on Hypixel because it you know, my actual favorite server shut down. It was Mineplex. I was like the... When they released a new rank on there, it was like Titan. You could actually see here's the difference between Hypixel and Mineplex. You could get ranks for fucking free, bro. Never had to pay for my ranks on there. Do they have certain advantages? Well, yeah, but like that's like every rank in Minecraft, whether you want to admit it or not. It may not just be pay to win anymore, but it's definitely still an advantage. You want a private minigame server you can host for your friends? Well, you gotta be a certain rank. Nah, but man, I loved seeing my entire list go through there. Oh, it was so nice.
Well done. You're repaired.
But, see, I met this friend playing on one of those servers. And out of nowhere, that friend, disappeared. hell, we even started playing L Sword.
Let's have a look.
I was having fun with L Sword until, like, the only friend who I had who played it just disappeared. And then I never tried L Sword again. I should try L Sword again, honestly.
Clear the marked zone.
Oh, is it a big one? Oh, it is a big one. Oh, shit. That would have sucked if I died. But yeah, he disappeared for a year. And I didn't, I didn't know where he went. Eventually, this is before I got banned from Hypixel. I remember I logged into Hypixel and it was like during a Christmas event. So we were all in the lobby looking for some Christmas presents. All these are friends I don't have anymore. Like they're just like did their own things. Like I was such a weird kid with like how puberty hit me. I had people my own age thinking I was a pedophile. It's not a good thing. I was way too open as a child, bro. I lost like some really good friends. Like they just randomly blocked me and like yeah, man, this guy told us to remove you because you were obviously definitely a pedo. And I was like, what? It's fun though. I was at a bad time in my life anyway as a kid because that was definitely motherfucker. That was definitely the time in my life when I was like trying to like I had no control of my anger at that point, is what I'm trying to get at. So like I reconciled with one of them. And then my stupid ass was so whiny that he kicked my ass in like a game that he obviously had more hours in. That I ended up just removing him later and barely talking to him because he just kicked my ass in a game. And that made me feel even more like a loser. Like as an adult now. As a kid, I mean, I still don't know how to feel about that, but like as a kid, I'm sure I wouldn't have really have been too sure of what I could have done there. And just to restate this all happened when I was still a child. Like I'm talking about 14-ish years old. Okay? Just I can't state that enough. I was a very stupid kid. I've heard of people losing friends or losing a relationship because like their partner randomly found out that they were into the same gender. But I don't think I've ever heard of like a kid losing friends because they were such a down bad perverted little fuck that they ended up losing and that their own friend group thought that they were that, bro. I hate everything. So if you ever feel like you were stupid as a kid, I mean, hey, I mean, I'm sure it couldn't get much worse than that. I mean, probably gonna regret sharing that, but oh well. I would not doubt it that someone would take that like way out of context for some weird ass reason.
Hammer connected.
I should give properly a little bit more of a backstory now, though. Let's just say I was not a very quiet kid when I found out what I liked in that way. So I was very open about it, and I would flirt with like any woman I saw. Little James was very much a perverted womanizer, which is very like I don't think a lot of people believe that, especially nowadays when I try and tell like I was a little fucker, because I can admit I was a little fucker. A lot of people I know won't like believe me when I tell them that. A lot of like my female viewers, and it's like yeah, I was a piece of shit. I can admit it. Like I flirted so much with like women and stuff, and was so down bad all the time that I like ruined an entire friend group. That's never like a thing you want to have happen, obviously. But again, like I said, I don't mind stating this. This is a place for me to make content on fucking Deep Rock and get my ass kicked occasionally. And then for me to also like vent about stuff. I have no fucking ammo again. I need to repair these. I'm an idiot. I'm sure we'll be fine. Ignore that I'm not even playing NG with my sentries, okay? You'll let me up here. I used my Jedi mind trick. It worked. Idiots doing my work for me. Hey!
75% team.
Did it jump over my beam? Bro, these bugs are mean.
Those hammers active to crack the meteor. Keep them safe.
They're as safe as they're gonna be. I don't know what else you want from me. See, as safe as they're gonna be. Now do the rest of my job while I go get ammo. I have shredders, don't I? God, I'm a fucking idiot.
Good job. Now grab and deposit.
Motherfucker.
Yeah. Getting more ammo.
Pure dumbass thing. But
Making a deposit.
damn, when was the last time we've had to crack a big meteor, though? I don't remember, actually. Cool.
Oi, please.
We'll probably throw it right there. It'll be fun.
The rock box is contagious.
We got a juicy 4 heart. Nice.
All play cards collected. R&D will have their hands full tonight.
But, like, I want to add this too, though, right? Because I've also heard from a lot of partners that, like, as bad as I made myself sound, I also have to remember something else, right? I've had some people give me their most miserable experiences with some guys. And honestly, man, at least I can gladly say I've come out to not be, like, your typical fuckboy, you know? Like, there are some, like, guys out there who are in their, like, 40s and still act like the way I just described. I feel like that's a thing you gotta grow out of in puberty, or you're just kind of a terrible person whose only focus is that for a while. I don't know, man. Either that or you've never felt the touch of a woman. Or a man, I don't judge. Point still stands. Do you know what? I'm proud of myself. I grew up, and I actually try my best to respect people, and I used to think I wouldn't even have, like, friends be able to be friends with, because, like, I hated that part of me. I actively tried to change that. I realized it was an issue, right? And this is also, like, keep in mind, like, even as a teenager, I was a hopeless romantic. My stupid ass would go outside at night because I was such a lonely bastard as a teen and be like, I sure do wish I could just have a girlfriend. You know, like, man, I was a pathetic little fucker. I wouldn't call it pathetic, I mean, like, you know, my thought wasn't, at least it wasn't, man, I wish I could have someone to have sex with, you know?
I got the tri-jaw.
This is more of, man, I wish I could just have a chance to show a woman that, you know, I could actually love them. It's not that simple, don't get me wrong. And for any, like, I don't think there's any teens who watch my shit, but if there is, and you're seeing this out of the 100 Deep Rock videos, or maybe, I mean, there's not even a teen. I mean, I'm sure there's some guys who need to hear this too. Like I said, there's still some grown-ass men who still act this way. And don't get me wrong, like, there's plenty of terrible women who do only want that, but, like, you also gotta, like, if they're like that, chances are they've been with, like, 50 other people, and, like, you probably don't want that yourself. I'm sorry. Where is this little other bundle of joy? I mean, no, yeah, where is the other little baby mini mule? Where's this bundle of joy at? I actually don't know where it is. Oh, there it is. Okay. Just didn't really get a good view of it from when the rocks fell, I guess. Is there an easier way I could do this, maybe? Not really. But, like, you know, if you're just wishing to, like, maybe try and be with someone, try and like, I don't know. Let me reword it. Okay. As a teen, right? Well, right, maybe not even as a teen. Right as I turned 18 is when I lost my first time. I didn't even have my first kiss until maybe 17. And believe it or not, that's pretty normal. I mean, like, normal for some people. I don't know. Like, it's nothing to be ashamed of, is my point. Hell, even when you're older, you know, you could be like 30 and never experience some of this stuff. And the only reason I say not to be ashamed, like, don't get me wrong, that's a very long time. You might feel really down on yourself for it. And I'm sure this is only easy for me to say because I've had it, you know. So there's no way I could possibly tell how you feel, other than probably just feeling worthless and the fact that you haven't had that. Like, that feeling I get though. I've had that feeling of, man, I'm worthless because I can't do this or that, you know. Keep in mind, right? You can't go into every you can't go into every relationship with the goal of trying to get with them. Just focus on making friends. The rest comes naturally. If someone gets to know you, right? If someone gets to know you and like you, even as just a friend, that's fine, because that's a friend you can rely on. There's nothing wrong with, like, having a friend. If you get feelings for them, just try and shrug it off, you know? If they're not into you. Like, you can be honest with them. I had a friend who I was like, you know, I'm kind of getting a feelings for you, but, like, I'm gonna, like, back it off. And I'm glad I did, because I don't think it was right for either of us. There was no chemistry or anything. So I just told him, yeah, you know, I'm kind of getting feelings for you, so I'm just gonna kind of, like, back off a little bit. I don't want to, like, get really attached to you and shit. And I don't want to lose our friendship. And I'm still friends with this person. They message me every once in a while. It's just like we're like just normal friends. We're not best friend. I mean, they call me a best friend, but like maybe they're just really busy. I don't know. They don't message me a whole bunch, but I know they message me. But like they work a lot too. So my point is that now I don't have those feelings about them. You know, I got over it because it wasn't me really. Aw, I got jebaited. Because it wasn't like actual real affection. That was just me having like a moment type of thing. Love isn't something that really happens right away. It takes time to build up. You can like someone, but that's not the same as loving them, you know? And definitely be honest when you've not been with someone, because like, trust me, when you're with someone for the first time, you're very weird. When you're with someone the second time, it's kind of like having a second baby. You're kind of ready for it, you know? Look, all I'm saying, I'm gonna pause this, right? You wanna know what? I'm gonna say this right here, okay? Okay. If my ugly ass, right, with my chubby fuck, I've had this like for a while, with my chubby fucking ass belly and my fucking man titties, can sit here and nearly get a threesome at the age of like fucking 18, I think you guys can do way fucking better, okay? Yeah, I nearly had a threesome. So what does that say about you? Bam. It doesn't say anything because, you know, everyone's different and everyone has, you know, different things in life. I had a childhood friend who just so happened to kind of be into everything that moved. I definitely regret giving them my first time, but eh. Hell, the only reason I brag about it is because so many guys sit here and go, man, I want a three, like, oh my god, I would die if I had a threesome as like at a younger age. Not really. No adults proud about that. Let's be honest here. And if they are, then that's definitely where they peaked in life. But looking back on it, it's nothing but disappointment with me.
75%, almost there.
Why? Because, like, I mean, when it first happened, I cared for them, but, like, looking, like, if this was the same James today, oh, hell no. That chick was the biggest red flag haver I've ever seen in the history of my life. No. No, no. So sorry if you're hearing this, Michaela, but no. Yeah, she won't ever hear this.
Offering triangulation completed. Remote control reestablished.
Ugh.
Sending in fresh fuel cells for the drop pod.
I'm gonna go off on a side tangent too. You know how many chicks I dated who had Kayla in their fucking name? I think there was a Kayla, a Kayla, and then I was talking to another Kayla, bro. How many fucking Kaylas can I get? But like that's jump back to what I was saying. That's part of what I mean by like. It doesn't matter, like, you know, don't jump into something expecting it back, you know? You can have feelings for someone and hold them back and still have a friendship with them, because that's what I did with her. I did eventually ask her out, but we were kids, right? So, when I did that, I was like the loser in school, you know? No one wanted to be paired with me, no one wanted to be sat next to me, you know, like, straight ass, like, upper, you know, like, codename loser boy, you know?
Getting supplies.
But I still sat there and had that and everything. Like, just the point is, go into it and just make friends. If you're really a sweet and as nice guy as you think you are, then you can go into nearly any relationship. Or you can make friends. And if things work out and you have something with them, I'm sure that you can, hey, tons of fun. Then I'm sure something will actually happen, you know? Just don't expect it to. Trust me, I've been there with the loneliness so much that you just want to fucking cry because, like, you're so fucking lonely. That's exactly what I started to feel when when I, you know, got separated. But then but like, every time that thought happened, it was more of, well, yeah, but she was also kind of a piece of shit, so, but before that, oh my god, every day was pain and misery. But, like, if I had the friends I had now, it wouldn't have been as bad. So, like, just go make friends, damn it. I say this to anyone who might be, like, you know, needing that to hear this and stuff. I'm not saying this to, like, be a dick or anything. I know, you dick. Bro, launched me. Bro actually sent me flying. I say this stuff for people, if, like, this advice helps one person who's down on their luck, that's all I want. I'm not the best at wording stuff either, so that's why I use what I've already experienced in life. And of course, you know, the same stuff doesn't work with everyone, but... Oh no. I feel like with how I look and, like, I got an alright face, I'd say. I definitely don't have, like, a mega chin, you know, or, like, no chin, you know? I have a chicken nugget chin, but... as people like to call it. But yeah, no, it definitely wasn't popular, so I feel like, at least I can, like, vibe with the people who feel like they're never, you know, gonna have a chance. I will say, like, the only issue I can see people having lately is, like, finding a way to actually meet people if you're, like, an introvert. Your only way is online dating, really, because there's not, like, or you have to, like, go to a town function. And even I ain't that good at that. Like, good luck with that. I'm still working on it. It takes a little bit. Thank you. I nearly went down. You wouldn't shoot a man with glasses, would you? You certainly fucking would, you little bitch! Help, I'm getting swarmed. Fuck you, Spreader. Not Spreader, Menace. Well, that was fucking close. TLDR is, now that, like, I've took a moment and realized that I've been non-stop rambling about probably the same thing for, like, 10 minutes. Just try making friends first, and if things are meant to happen, they will. You know? Like, as simple as that. I mean, who knows, right? Maybe I'm actually, like, really handsome, but, like, people don't actually tell me. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest, I personally have the self-esteem of, well, only your mother could love you, idiot, you know, type of deal, so, I don't know. But, as I've learned it, just, don't be a loser and be like, oh, man, I just really wish I could take care of a woman, you know? Haha. It's more of, oh my god, yo, have you heard about this fucking anime? Or maybe, like, yo, dude, did you go and see this fucking show? Or maybe, like, yo, man, you play fucking games? You know? And then the rest kind of comes naturally, you know? And besides, the more female friends you have, the more chances of one of them maybe kind of flirting with you a little bit. Even if it's, like, more, you know, funny flirting, you know? That's more opportunities for you to pick up what they're throwing down, and that's experience, baby. That's what we're so. Games and RPG. Life is an RPG, baby.
Performance for Deep Rock Galactic hasn't gone unnoticed. Management are seriously considering you for promotion, but you'll have to complete one final assignment first. Prove yourself, and a promotion awaits you.
Thanks for the paragraph, bozo. Anyway.
Well done. You're getting closer.
Anyway, just believe in yourself, right? Right. And just just try and be, you know, try and get things, you know? Dude, like, for instance, you wanna know what my favorite trick is to, like, getting a conversation started at the grocery store? And keep in mind, right? I'm an introvert, and I have fucking hella bad anxiety. When I'm sitting here, when, like, places like a doctor office or other places, it used to be the grocery store and stuff, or other public places, but I've learned that, like, to put myself in my own little bubble in those places, and it took me so long. It took me, like, 10 years to learn this. Excuse me. But I learned the best way to deal with the anxiety in the grocery store is to put myself in a bubble. Because half the time when people are going to the grocery store, they're already kind of bored with their lives because, you know, you kind of go to the grocery store to survive, so it's kind of a mundane task half the time, you know, you're not really going there to have fun. And especially the employees are like, fuck this, I hate this, but get this, right? You go in there, and it's just be a fucking funny little gremlin, you know? I had, so for instance, right, I was helping my mother DoorDash, right? She ran to the bathroom and asked if I could find this. We didn't even see what the item was yet. I look at it, and it's we went to a Tractor Supply store, and we needed horse dewormer. But it wasn't just one of them. We needed like 10 of them. So I feel my hands full. I walk to the fucking counter, and I drop 10 of these. And I'm just like, I guess a horse has some really bad fucking worms. And she just looked at me like I was crazy for a moment. I'm just like, these aren't for me, by the way. And she took a moment, and I said, I'm dashing. And and then because like sure, man, if someone's like owning a ranch and walks in, that's fine, right? But like having someone else pick up horse dewormer on DoorDash, using DoorDash is probably the stupidest thing to hear. So I told so when she realized that, she just kind of been like, "Wait, are you serious?" And she had the biggest shit-eating grin on her face. It's like that took me years of practice to learn, and that's the important bit, you know? social practicing, you know? If you struggle, like, if you struggle just talking to people, right? Just like when you're walking by someone, just ask them how their day's going. That's your best start, literally. Not only do you kind of make, you know, you and that person share just a slight moment, you also get to, like, kind of feel a little bit better, you know? Definitely kind of get a look at their face beforehand. Don't ask someone who has, like, resting bitch face on their face. You can learn that pretty well. Because I did that to, like, a cop, and I was like, oh shit, you found me, man, I'm sorry. And he just rolled his eyes and just went, that's not even funny, man. And I was like, what? Bro, like, had, like, seen the worst of it, dude. And I tried to be like, oh, I'm sorry, man, I was just trying to joke with you, and it's like, that's not a joke. I was like, okay, man, whatever you say, brother. It just went on my day. Alright, well, this episode's gone on long enough. I've rambled and ran into a circle for multiple times. Hope you guys have one for us today. I hope that this advice helped you and wasn't me just rambling on about life and other stupid things. Of course, if anyone leaves a comment asking for more information about any of the things I talk about, go right ahead. With that being said, you guys have one for us today, and stay safe. Bye-bye.